Hello, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Well, I run out of pre-recorded content for the USA campaign, so let's do some shared ship designs. Germany this time. Last time was Britain. So let's see how this goes. Let's go Super Battleship 1. Actually, that's very short and fat. Okay, let's not do the super battleships for 1938. Let's go straight to the modern battleship instead. It can be made quite super. 75,000. It can be even bigger than that, but let's go with this to begin with. So it is possible to make a fairly accurate Bismarck out of this. Let's see, where is the cutoff point where it goes a little bit shorter? 70,000. Oh, that's decent. That's a pretty big ship. Let's see, will the Uber funnel be enough? Probably not. No, not even with diesel 2. If I reduce the speed down to 28 knots, that will be enough. 28 knots is not too bad. So, we can make something like the Bismarck with a 15-inch gun. Or, seeing as this is a pretty... it's quite a bit heavier than the Bismarck. Let's go straight for the 16s. Okay, that's a start. Let's go with auxiliary. What's the maintenance cost with this? Yeah, still get a minus 30% maintenance cost with diesel. It does increase the base cost, but it makes maintenance cheaper. Let's go improved Krupp. See how much stuff we can add to the ship before we have to take things off. Let's go with the safe tube powder. Composition B, not available. TNT is available. What does that do with the 0% flash fire chance? 0.5 with this tube powder, which gives it a little bit more range. Now we're closing in on the weight limit. RDF again does not actually add weight when you're playing with NAR. So no reason not to take it. You do get some nice bonuses. Actually not overweight. Still want to reduce some of this armor though, and maybe add some to other places. Uh, 11.2 on the turret top. Let's just go 11 straight. These are some chunky fore and aft belts. Maybe some more deck armor could be useful. So we're up to 2 billion now. 16 on the conning tower. That's a very thick inner belt. Maintenance 44 million a month. Yeah, if we disregard the crew training, that makes it better. So, because that's not taken into account in the campaign. I'm just gonna put it at trained, just in case it will be used for a custom battle or something. Four-weight offset. Probably gonna have to adjust things again once we add the secondary guns. Six-inch guns do fit. That's very nice, very nice. And the 4-inch guns. Like any other places they fit, no? I can stick some 3-inch guns here. They do fit, they just don't look right when mounted there. So we're just gonna go with 2-inch guns. That should be 50mm. That leaves a bit of weight, actually. Let's pack on some armor on the... Okay, 5-inch is the maximum for the 6-inch guns. Okay. But they do fit there. Can I go anti-torp 5? Yes. Why not? Even triple bottom. That should make it quite quite survivable. Did not like the best auxiliary engine. That's why I usually stick with auxiliary 3, because anything else is just very heavy. But seeing as I had some weight to spare, why not? SD for shared design, or save design, which I did remember this time. Let's get a thumbnail picture. So, next ship. We're gonna do one on modern hybrid battleship. Is that a new hull? Modern battleship 1 can actually make some pretty fast battleships on that. So this is gonna be our fast battleship, I think. Well, we can make some fast battleships on the other hull as well. You can actually get the rear tower with the built-in barbette. And again, with diesel, not enough engine efficiency. I mean, it's not a big problem. There we go, 32 knots. That's a lot of range. If I go with geared turbines, then boost the boilers. That'll make the maintenance more expensive, but the starting cost of the ship will be a little bit cheaper. Now, for main guns, let's go a bit lighter than the 16s. Let's go 15s. And see if this is gonna work. Improved Krupp and the barbette. Yeah, ship is overweight. Ship is very much overweight. I can reduce. No, the range is not that impressive anymore without diesel. With the diesel it actually works, and I can actually reduce the range, and that's still very, very good range. Even if the AI is probably gonna run it out of fuel by sailing it across the globe a couple of times before getting into combat. Let's see, flash fire chance, that's very good. Let's go auto 1 on this one. Gen 1 scout plane, I'm pretty sure they have generation 2 radar. I'm not sure if they have generation 2 scout plane. Now this turret armor can be reduced. That's where we're gonna find our displacement. All of this armor can be reduced quite a bit. Well, at least most of it. 2 and 1. Yeah, we'll wait to spare now. These are already very decent guns. Secondaries that don't fit there. These fit here. That kind of works. Like so. And the 4-inch guns do not. It fits there. But not really many other places. It's a bit lighter on secondaries than the other class. Yeah, 0.1%. Not gonna care. Okay. 6-inch guns again. They max out at 5 inches of armor. Yeah. Let's go with auto 2 reloading, because that works. Let's go all out on the protection. Maybe that can be like the running theme of the 1938 German ships. Yeah, it works. Doing SD. Now let's check out that hybrid battleship hull. What can you build on that? The question is, what kind of main guns can you fit? You can fit 16s, but do they actually fit? They do actually fit. And again, I want to go with diesel. Narrow Uber funnel. That does work. It's just too bad you don't get a nice secondary tower with a funnel slot for these battleships. Well, you do get them for some of the hulls, but that's just a main tower that's been turned backwards. Looks kind of silly, but that does work. Could maybe go with 15s instead of 16s. Guess we're gonna have to find out if this is a good idea or if it's better to go down in caliber. Tourney cemented is better, but I don't know if the AI has that unlocked yet. If these were to be used in a 1940 starting campaign, they probably would have it unlocked. That's why I'm doing 1938, by the way, not 1940. Because if they are to be used in a 1940 campaign, the AI likes to build, for whatever reason, ships from a couple years before the starting dates. Probably because the exact techs you have unlocked starting a campaign is a little bit randomized. That's why that's why generating a campaign takes so freaking long, because the game has to simulate the 3 years before the campaign start. Are we gonna run out of weight? Because there's not much armor to reduce here, just armor to add. So maybe 15s will have to be taken. 14 is the maximum on the belt. It does need deck armor, because in this era, deck penetration starts going up. 2.5 on the fore and aft decks. That's all right. Yeah, we're overweight. We're gonna have to go with the 15s. Still want 16 on the turret face though. What is the weight here? 26. Yeah, that's decent weight savings. And even with the 15, as you can see, you do get a lot of deck penetration at long range. So deck armor is kind of mandatory. Actually gonna go 9 on the turret top. There we go. Got some weight left over for secondary guns. We're gonna go with the 6-inch again. They probably don't fit. They fit here and here. What about the 4-inch guns? They do not fit up here. Let's drop the 6-inch guns. Add more 4-inch guns. And some 3-inch guns. And all the way down to 2-inch. Like so. A little bit of an aft weight offset. That can be reduced just by moving the funnel. Now, what more can be added here? Anti-torp 4 is fine. Yeah, seems like a nice ship. Some tonnage to spare. I don't think that's a bad idea, just in case there's another change to some values and weights in the mod. I had to go back and edit quite a few previous ships, because while the ships I have in the campaign all got lighter, some of the share designs I noticed did get heavier. Got another battlecruiser hull. Van der Tan. This can be made very fast. So we're gonna make it very fast. Not gonna have that many bulkheads though. It's gonna be a little bit more fragile. And I think it's gonna have geared turbines. Might make it shorter. Yeah, this will have to be made shorter, I think. Balanced, that works. That makes the range not that good though. Like 24,000 kilometers is decent range. Well, you would think it is. But then the AI decides to sail all around the globe. 35,000? That dropped the range even more. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Turbo electric. That will work. Make it slimmer. Almost 30,000 range. Not bad, not bad. '15s fit. They do fit both fore and aft. That's nice. I'm not sure if that's the mod or the patches, but I know that previously some of these towers were kind of wonky. There was one where you could fit a 16-inch. Yeah, here, and it doesn't fit. But if you aim it backwards, now it fits. So we're gonna go with 15s. Could of course make one ship with 11-inch guns, like the Scharnhorst Gneisenau. But that's kind of useless in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And those ships were planned to have 15s anyway. Granted, in 3 turrets, not 4, but yeah. Might actually remove that turret if I need more displacement. If I run out of weight, just add a secondary of some kind. on the barbette instead. I think I might have to do that because we are running out of weight. Let's get the rest of the selections done. Yeah, we're 13% overweight. And, oh, the barbette is kind of thick. But the turret face is kind of thin. 14 is the max on the main belts. Main deck needs to be a little bit thicker. Maybe 5 will be enough. Here we can reduce a little bit. Yeah, gonna have to remove that turret. And we are still overweight. I think 36 knots might be... do I have to go with diesel on this one too? Yeah. Suddenly it works. And that turret fits still. So I guess we're going with diesel. I know. Ahistorical, but if it works, it works. Again, no slots for the 4-inch guns up here. So we're gonna have a mix of 4 and 3-inch anti-aircraft guns. Even though there's no aircraft in the game, other than the scout plane. Can the 4-inch guns have armor? No, they cannot. Good enough. 97%. Max bulkheads? 98%. 99. Now let's stick with anti-torp 3. Decent. That's a very fast battlecruiser. And then there's the large cruiser. $37,000 ton is the maximum. This can also be made quite fast. I want to make it thinner though. And yeah, there's no access on this hull to the rear tower that has the funnel placement, but this time we have some better funnel selections to choose from, so we can actually go with 2 funnels. Because this has 70 funnel capacity, this has 76. But yeah, you cannot fit 2 Uber funnels, but you can fit 2 mega funnels. That is fine. Probably fit 2 big funnels also, but Let's just see. How many of these can I fit? Just want to check. I can do 3. I do like my funnels, but 2 of these, that's objectively a better choice. Yeah. And here we can actually go turbo electric, I think. How much range do we get with diesel 2? 55,000. Don't need that, really. Main guns here still have access to all the way up to 18-inch. 15s do fit. 16s do not fit. Unless you want to blow the head of the captain off. '18s are Mark III. Again. This was a thing in Vanilla too, so it's not the mod. About 15 triples. It's got American funnels, so why not go with an American turret layout? You know? Even if it's 15s, not 16s. But the 16 didn't fit. Still not overweight. But we haven't added the reloading yet. Boom. %. It's not that much. Not really that much. Range can actually be reduced even further. Even at minimum range, that's pretty good. Let's see, we're gonna go 15. 15. 7. I guess 14 was the maximum here too. A little bit overweight again, just like me. Ostmark. Reduce the bulkheads. 102, 103. It's not a big difference. Are we gonna have to go with yeah, this can be our make-believe Gneisenau that has been or Scharnhorst that's been refit with the 15s. Secondary guns. Ah, they don't fit. Well, I can fit one. I guess maybe these fit. I can make them 5.9s. I have If they just barely fit, they will not fit as 5.9s. Four-weight offset still. Yeah, they just will not take any armor. And yeah, the four-weight offset, it's not enough that it matters. It's just a little bit annoying, you know. Okay. Now we actually have some weight to spare. So we're gonna put that into armor, mainly. Can it be made even faster? Why, yes it can. That is indeed possible. Yeah. Like so. I'm calling it the Gneisenau, not the Scharnhorst, because, well, in World of Warships, the Gneisenau is the one with the refit 15-inch guns, while the Scharnhorst is the one with the 11s. So I guess that's the one we're building now. And that was large cruiser, was it not? Of course, the Scharnhorst did not move at 39 knots. It had a more mundane, I think it was like 33, thereabouts. She also did not have diesel engines. But that might be what we have to go with. Did it have a single funnel? I think it did. And of course the main guns. That it was built with. So Hitler could pretend that no, we're totally sticking with the naval treaty. At least that's what I've heard, that they were planned to be refit with the 15-inch guns, but that just never actually happened. So yeah, we've already gone ahistorical with the diesel engines. Probably gonna go ahistorical with the armor values as well. These will have a pretty good rate of fire though. Lots of weight to spare. .54 caliber, Mark IV. 55s. $14 maximum forebelt, main belt, I mean. Yeah, why not make this more armored than her half-sister? When there is so much displacement left on the table. No, 15.9 is the maximum. 17.7 is the maximum turret roof. Fine, just make it 36 to match the other, most of the other ones. Range is still good. Now these fit because I did not make the ship slimmer. Oh, that's not a lot of armor you can put on these. Can I make them at least 5.9s? No. Nope. Not possible. Like a so. And some 50 millimeters. Yeah, that's good enough, I think. .11-inch guns still very much anemic for a battlecruiser in this game. Wait, how about torpedo launchers? That would have to mean waving goodbye to the 5.9-inch guns. Do they even fit here? They do. The parts are badly placed. Which parts? Can you just tell me? Oh, must have been these. Let's make them 20-inch. Do they fit then? They do fit. Now let's stick with the guns. Guess this here, if I could remove that crane, I could fit some torpedoes. But I cannot do that. So that's our ship. It's a not replica, but kind of an approximation, I would say. Now, heavy cruiser, modern heavy cruiser 3. It's gonna be another ship that looks a lot like the ones we have been building. In fact, went straight to overweight. But of course I haven't done anything with the engines yet. Do not need that much range. A 36. It works, might reduce it, but it works. Now what kind of guns do we want to go with? 8-inch guns would of course be the historical choice for a hipper class. But I find 8-inch guns to be kind of on the small side in this game. The 10-inch guns are Mark 5. I don't know if the AI has Mark 5 10-inch guns unlocked, but they might have. So that's a decent choice. Still not overweight, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a lot of turret armor here to be reduced. Let's go generation 2, no. Okay, let's go generation 2 scout plane. Almost 1,000 anti-submarine value, that's not too bad. Main belt can only be 8 inches. That's already maxed out. Yeah, this turret armor can be reduced. Like so. 54, 55. Got a little bit of weight left over. And reduce the speed a bit. 36 knots is very fast. What kind of secondary guns can we fit? The 6-inch guns will not fit. The 5-inch guns will. And not really, they're going to be hanging off the side. Torpedo launchers, though. We can fit those here. They have to be of a decent size. Let's just plop them down there first. No. 21-inch. They fit here. 20-inch. They do not fit there. I don't remember off the top of my head what kind of torpedo sizes was on the German cruisers. But I don't think it was like 18 or 19. Will a double fit? Double will fit. That's something. Secondary guns. Gonna go straight for the 3-inch guns. No, they don't even fit up here. What? That doesn't fit there. The 4-inch guns fit here. Okay, let's nix the torpedoes. The AI tends to get dumb if it has torpedoes anyway. Yeah, no, the 3-inch guns do not fit. 2-inch guns do. Like so. A little bit of a 4-weight offset, but it's not critical. If it has more range, it should be more likely to actually get into battle. Yeah, 8-inch main belt maximum. That's, well, not sure if that is a Naval Arms Race thing or if that's the game. Yeah, that works. Limburg SD. Why not? Why not? Okay. So that's one heavy cruiser done. Do I want to build on all the heavy cruiser hulls? Most of them are probably gonna be very similar to... No. There's one hull that you can build something very funny on. And it's this one. 22,000 tons. Okay. It cannot be as fast. But... and again, we're gonna go with diesel 2. Or actually... What kind of funnels can you fit on this? It's our good friend, the Uber Mega Funnel. Plus 92. Is it possible to fit two of these? Yes, it is. Okay. And some barbettes. There's the other tower to choose from too, which basically gives you a kind of Grafspee Deutschland class ship. But in this case, we're gonna go all out with the 4 11-inch guns, triple turrets. This is basically the heavy cruiser class I was building towards the end of my German campaign that I never really got to use because well, the patch came out and killed the campaign. So that was that. And also I had gone beyond 1950. Are we gonna go beyond our weight limit though? Maybe, maybe not. 90%. This is like 2 Deutschlands. 0.2 flash fire chance. That's very decent. RDF. Gen 2 radar. Gen 1 scout plane. Armor. What kind of armor can I put on the belt on this? 8 inches. Let's add the rest of the armor. Some of this can be reduced if I run out of displacement. I can reduce the range. 40,000 kilometers. It's almost excessive. The 2 funnels might also be because I'm getting 300%. I'm actually getting 200% with one. It just maxes out at 300. But I just think 2 funnels look good. And also it adds redundancy if one of them gets blown up. I can go with the lighter ones though, the small one. Save some weight, save some cost. Secondary guns. There's not a lot of weight to play with left on this ship. But you know what? If we can fit a 6-inch gun, can't really. But if we can fit a 5-inch gun, not really. If we can fit some 4-inch guns, then we're absolutely gonna do that. Absolutely. Torpedo launchers. This one should be able to fit. Yes, this one has plenty of room for torps. Even big ones. That makes us overweight though. Let's reduce the number of torpedoes. Not even that much overweight when you think about it. Reducing the fore and aft decks fixes things. So I'm just gonna move this whole secondary battery thing a little bit further forwards so it looks more balanced. How about the 2-inch guns? Can they fit somewhere? Of course they can. 2-inch guns can generally fits in a lot of places. Like up there. Good enough. Ship is overweight. Fine, let's remove these single 2-inch guns. If I can even click on it. There we go. Yeah. 4 tons under the limit. Comet SD. That's one very punchy heavy cruiser. That's more punchy than the Scharnhorst class battlecruiser, actually. It's got 33% more firepower. It's not quite as fast though, and not as survivable, but it's just in terms of guns, yeah. It's quite the powerhouse. Will the AI build it? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. I like building German heavy cruisers on this hull because you can actually make a heavy cruiser that doesn't look like all the other German heavy cruisers. Because if you're building on these hulls with these towers... What the fuck did I do now? Let's go back to it. Did it break itself? Secondary tower is needed. Gosh darn it. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? Piece of junk game. It was a functioning ship. Pretty sure that's more or less how it was. Did it break any other ships? No, it looks like most of them are okay. I think that's it for this episode of Shared Assigned Shipbuilding. I do want to build some super battleships though, but I think we're gonna do those in 1940 and not in this episode. What does it say? The maximum is only 104,000. I know these can be made stupidly big. They max out at 130,000. It's probably because the game is going, no, the AI doesn't have a shipyard size that big in 1940, but yeah, maybe not if you start in 1940. But I've seen the save file. I know all the AIs have like 200,000 tons plus shipyard size by now. So this is not going to be a problem. How big can you make this? Yeah, 160,000 tons. No problem. That's totally a realistic size for a battleship. Yeah, but that's it for now. Goodbye, and take care.